Welcome. In front of me is a Logitech PRO X Lightspeed 2 mouse. And today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the mouse itself along with its feature set. Okay, so let's just get straight into this. We do have pull tabs, which I do appreciate. There we go, that's one. And that's two. So, kind of work a little bit wonkily. There we go. Ooh. Okay. So, here's our mouse. And below that, we have our dongle. Now, this is one thing that I really enjoy, manufacturers and adding to their mice, which I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more in a moment. Another thing in here is a cable, not braided unfortunately, but it's a Type-C to Type-A, standard cable. This actually matters because, believe it or not every manufacturer that makes mice, for instance, or keyboards, will give you a standard USB-C cable. They're obligated to give you a Type-C cable, but some of these conniving cunts will give you a proprietary kind of shape one. So as an example, you might have some cutouts in here on the side, and obviously some protrusions in here, so you can use other Type-C cables, because why would you? We need you to buy our overpriced one. But Logitech here isn't doing any kind of shenanigans, so props to them at least for that. Now other than that, in here we get something. So we get our, so we have the PowerPlay pack right here, and this one looks to be just a replacement that is going to act like a normal Teflon feet for just easier sliding. Now in here we also, surprisingly enough, have these little grip pads, so you can or glue them to your mouse on sides and on the mouse button, so your finger basically holds onto them a little bit better. And you can see they are pretty decent in terms of this. And just instructions. So let's move over to the mouse itself. Come on, there we go. Took a little bit more effort than expected. So, like I mentioned, this right here, come on, just trying to, there we go, take it off, is going to be designed to basically use it with your mouse pad. If you have the Logitech mouse pad that provides power, basically wireless charger as an entire pad designed for your mouse. So your mouse is always topped up, you never need to plug it in. It's a cool little thing that they have. But if you don't have such a thing, you can flip it with this one instead. And this basically gives you just more gliding area. Now, just put that back on here. There we go. So, other than that, shape, pretty standard size, I would say as well. We have just light, super light. So let me just quickly check. There is the box. Does it say how light it is? It should, if I remember correctly, and it's 60 grams, so it's actually relatively light. It's not the lightest mouse, but in terms of Logitech, it's pretty decent, considering you also have that like wireless connectivity, battery in here, and the ability to wirelessly charge it. So that's solid, I would say, for such a feature set. Now going over other features in here. So technical specification, onboard memory, 5 buttons, sensor, Hero 2, goes up to 44,000 DPI. Wow, that is massive overkill. We have 88 G of acceleration. Great. So honestly, I think the best way you can describe this is if you throw it at a wall, there's a high chance it won't break. Max speed of 888 IPS, 0 smoothness, acceleration, and filtering. So basically it has nothing that would make it act any different than what your raw input of your hand would do. So that's pretty good. Moving on, we have response rate for wireless of 1000 Hertz with 1 millisecond latency, so it's insane. Lightspeed, obviously. It says max lightspeed response rate is up to 8,000 Hertz with 0.125 milliseconds. That's even better. Battery life is rated for 95 hours of consistent motion. And dimensions are 125 millimeters by 63 millimeters by 40 millimeters with a weight 60 grams. And yeah, it's a solid mouse at least on paper. And to be fair, I personally do like Logitech mice specifically. I find them to be pretty decent, reliable, and I have been using one myself for probably a decade at this point, which is not really going to be comparing to this one because it is a very old and cheap one. It's the G305. It's a fantastic mouse on a budget. Like, I paid for it about 25 bucks or something like that, so it's insane. And the fact that it's like a decade later still going strong, it's just fantastic one. So the G kind of rubbed off right here, which this one probably will too, but other than that, this one has been working fantastically, and just in itself, it's also a great gaming mice. Also, Lightspeed, also with like very good response rates, with 14,000 DPI, so this one is solid if you really want something on budget. But for more hardcore gamers, obviously this one might be a little bit better. In terms of weight, it's no comparison. This one is much lighter. And the weight distribution right here seems to be also pretty solid. So it is basically smack in the middle, I would say. So you don't feel like the front is a little bit heavier, even though technically more stuff is at the front right here, as we have all the buttons, the scroll wheels, and other things. So yeah, weight-wise distribution, solid. And in terms of comfort right here, it's honestly just a normal shaped mouse. I don't know how to else describe it. It could also almost be considered ambidextrous if not for the buttons that are on the right side right here. No, sorry, on the left side for right-handed people. So if there is a left-handed one, obviously we just need to flip the buttons, and other than that it would not differ whatsoever. As it is, if you look at it from the front, just a symmetrical mouse. None of the buttons are raised or anything like that. For instance, when you compare it to something like the G502X, you can see this one is much less symmetrical. In terms of shape and size, or primarily size, I would say, it's about the same. Just little difference in terms of how it looks like, and also how many buttons it has, in addition to how much it weighs. But still, this one, for probably more like Twitch shooters and stuff like that, will be solid with the almost non-existent weight. And yeah, so that's about it. It's a solid mouse from Logitech, though it's not necessarily doing anything new. If you want something new, Logitech will be popping out a new mouse, though it won't be a Lightspeed one, or sorry, not Lightspeed, but ultralight like this one. And it's going to be doing something new. From what I've seen, it's basically taking inspiration from the MX lineup with the haptic feedback and putting it under the buttons. I also hope they're gonna use the same kind of buttons as they do in the MX mices, because those buttons are whisper quiet and I just love it. And the haptic feedback there was absolutely solid. So under the buttons, this would be super cool for, like, you know, shooters where you just get a bit more feedback from your mouse when shooting, something like a controller would give you. Though keep in mind, it won't be on a cheap side most likely. It's not out yet, but I recommend checking it out if you want something a bit more gimmicky. Anyway, that basically sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.